Meet Justin, who after feeling burnt out from working as a VP of sales for a startup, a very successful position that he had, decided to do his own thing. He decided to become a solopreneur. And as the title says, he is currently bringing in $120,000 a month through various income streams. And in this video, we're going to explore those income streams, along with his backstory and how he successfully helped a startup, the tools he used when getting started. We're going to take a deep dive into his platform and the income streams that he has. We're going to talk about how he brings in new customers and clients, and also stay to the end because we have some really useful tips from Justin for people who are just getting started. Now, if you're new to the channel, click subscribe, and also check out the description for our guide to no-code tools, and also a link to our premium courses so you can build something with no-code tools. So before looking at the platform, let's just talk about Justin's backstory. After working in sales for 12 years, he joined a startup as a VP of sales. And this was a successful position for him because look at these figures. He grew the team from 1 to over 140 people and grew the annual recurring revenue from 0 to over 50 million in just 4.5 years. But after his time at this company, he felt burnt out. And he told his CEO that he was going to leave in mid-2019. And this gave him time to build up his own thing because he wanted to have a more intentional life. He wanted to become a solopreneur so he could be in charge of when he works and what he does. He also wanted to recapture his health and felt that this would help him do it. Now, before we talk about the tools, let's just have a look at his platform so you can get a good idea about what it is that he offers. His website is justinwelsh.me, and you can learn more about this website and go check it out by clicking the link in the description. But he says here, turn your knowledge into income. And I like this section. Want to join us? Join 165,000 readers of the Saturday Solopreneur for tips, strategies, and resources to launch, grow, and monetize your internet business. So we can see that Justin is helping solopreneurs create their own thing online. And he has some special courses which we're going to look at later, which will just give you a better idea about exactly what he is selling. But I like the style of this website. Hi, I'm Justin Welsh. I help internet solopreneurs own their work and life. And he has this open letter to freedom seekers. And as we scroll down, we look at the different ways that he can help. So we can see here one of the income streams is going to pop up, which is digital courses for solopreneurs. And we made a video recently about how you can create your own online course platform using no-code tools. And actually, Justin uses some different tools as well, which really highlights the variety of tools out there for us as solopreneurs right now. And then we can see another income stream pop up here, promote your business to 165,000 plus weekly readers. So if you have a newsletter, and we talked about building a paid newsletter, then you can have people advertise within that newsletter, which is a great income stream. Then if we go to the top, we're going to check out the courses, and he's actually broken down the course revenue for us, which is really interesting. We'll look at that later. But he has a course here on grow your personal brand on LinkedIn. So he is somebody who's been using LinkedIn for a long time. He has a large following there, and he knows how to leverage this in terms of monetization as well. Because when it's social media, it's fine having big numbers, but you really want to leverage it in a way that's going to help you as your business. And the other course he has is Content OS, the Content Operating System. Grow your audience with a proven content system. And what I like about Justin, when I've been doing my research on him, is that he's very strategic and he has a very good plan and system when it comes to creating content. So it's not just, oh, I wonder what I'll write today. Instead, there's a whole plan in place and a strategy, and also the templates for content too, so that you can churn out content and you're not just sitting at a blank screen thinking, what am I going to do next? And then if we go to the article section on the website, we can search for an article, but we also have it broken down into topics here: personal growth, business planning, personal branding, etc. So this is very well organized, and I like his website. So that gives you a good overview about what Justin actually does. And we're going to break down his revenue streams right now. So we can see here that for his revenue, he makes $90,000 per month with his courses. And his courses are around $150, which means he's bringing in a lot of people to buy these courses. And as we're going to learn later, He hasn't advertised. It's all through social media and content marketing. His coaching brings in $12,000 per month. Subscription email is $9,000 per month. Advising in is $8,000 per month, and affiliate deals is $1,000 per month. And this is a total of $120,000 per month, or roughly 1.44 million per year. And I think what stands out with these numbers is that you can just get a little bit like, oh yeah, it's just 9,000 for the subscription email compared to 120. But obviously for most people, $9,000 per month on subscription emails is a great income. So we can see here, Justin is very successful with this. I'm going to learn more about how he brings in people right now. So he says here, my primary channel has been LinkedIn since 2019, where I've grown to over 230,000 followers over the last 3 years. Now, this next point is important because we talked about being very strategic with content creation. And look at this. I generally post twice per day, each morning at 7:15 a.m. and each afternoon around 12:05. And I'll likely cross 100 million impressions for my content there this year. Now, in addition to LinkedIn, Justin also uses Twitter, and he's been starting to grow that recently, and even more recently, Instagram. SEO is a big part of how he attracts customers, and he does this through content marketing. So those articles we saw before is bringing in people to his website. People are then joining his email list or directly just going through and buying a course. And also his email subscriber list is going to help too. When you have email subscribers, it means you can contact people directly to let them know about your courses, about deals, about anything that you want to offer. So that's how he brings people in. Let's talk about the tools that he uses. Now, what I like about this is that he started with simple tools, and as he grew the business, he started to use different tools, ones that are a little bit more complex and customizable. So when he first got started, he used Card, which is a very simple one-page website builder. We've made a review on Card. We have several videos on Card. I'll leave a link to those videos in the description. And when it came to selling things online, he first used Gumroad. Again, I'll leave a link to the videos we made on that in the description. But Gumroad is a very simple tool that allows you to sell digital products online. You can embed this in your website, people click on it, and they can purchase your online courses through that link on your website. Then, as his business grew, he moved over to Kajabi, because then he could integrate all the website building, the online courses, and the email subscribers into one platform. And we're seeing this more and more. No-code tools are starting out with a very specific use case, but then they're starting to build in more features so it becomes an all-in-one tool. We've seen this with tools such as Squarespace, Lead Pages, Samcart, and also Kajabi. He uses Fury and TypeShare to automatically post content, to schedule content on social media platforms. And we also see that he uses Notion. And he says here, I run my entire business and life through my CRM built on Notion. In terms of initial costs, they were as follows. $12 for the domain on Google Domains, a card subscription for website and landing pages for $19 per year, and started selling on Gumroad for just $10 a month. But now as his business has grown, he says it's roughly about $850 per month in order for the tools that he uses. And again, I think this just highlights that you can get started for a low budget and then add tools in as your business grows. Now we asked Justin, what's the biggest challenge you've overcome when growing your business? And I think his answer is really interesting. It's this. For me, it's all about laser focus and systems. As my business grew, so many opportunities fell into my lap. Podcasts, webinars, speaking events, sponsorships, feedback, community, etc. If it exists, it's come my way. It's very distracting. So I struggled to prioritize early on. As my business grew, I started following the eliminate, automate, delegate mentality to stay focused on the most important parts of my business. I find this really interesting because I think a theme in this case study is the systems and the focus. Justin is big on systems where he creates content at specific times, where he has Notion running everything, and also where he's trying to really just focus on what matters. He also recently hired a virtual assistant, which is helping him with the delegation part. Then we asked him, what's your advice for non-technical people when it comes to starting a business? And here is his answer. Start by leveraging your strengths. Most technical people are great at something that will help their business thrive, whether that's writing, selling, marketing, etc. Find that thing and triple down on your biggest strength. Use social media to talk about everything you know and learn. Grow an audience of fans who want to know that stuff. And I love this next part. Find the people 2 to 3 years behind you on the journey and make everything for them. For anything technical, just keep it simple. Prove that you have a product to serve that people want before you spend time and money on sophisticated technology. And that is something that came up in a recent case study too. So be sure to watch another case study after this one. Then we asked him, how do you think the rise of no-code tools will affect entrepreneurship? And this is what he says. They already have. They've made entrepreneurship possible for people like me. I think ultimately, we'll see an incredible explosion of solopreneurship. One-person businesses built around a specific skill set that other people want to master. So that is the case study of Justin Welsh, who has executed incredibly well when it comes to creating online courses and multiple revenue streams. And I think a big takeaway here is the systems that you create and being really intentional about what you do. Now, if you have any questions about this case study, then leave them below. Be sure to watch another one. I'll leave the link to the playlist in the description. Like this video and share it with a friend. And be sure to check out Justin Welsh on his website, on Twitter and LinkedIn. We'll leave links to those in the description as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.